The Port of Brisbane connects Queensland's trade to the world, and it's our responsibility to ensure that that channel stays open. If something happens to the channel, all that trade stops and essentially the economy stops as well.
Their land is their bread and butter, and the work that we did at Mulgowie has proven that it works.
It's been a win-win for everyone along the water system. The most unlikely partners from the country and the coast have actually got together to solve what is a everybody problem.
One of the major problems we have with managing the shipping channel is sedimentation. We've identified through research and monitoring that the majority of this sediment that's depositing in our channels is coming largely from gully and stream erosion in the Lockyer Valley.
It starts up in the upper reaches of an area and then flows down through Brisbane and then into the Moreton Bay. We have a relationship with a lot of the property owners up in the Lockyer because of our understanding of the impacts of sediment. And we'd come to know Fabian and Mulgowie farms quite well through the 2013 floods. There was a significant loss of prime agricultural land there. And we did a lot of work with them in helping to restore that.
There would have been at least 300 acres that was inundated by the floods. So not only did we lose crops, but it actually took our infrastructure away, which was the precious topsoil.
What we're looking at doing is stabilising those banks so as the sediment or mud doesn't end up in our waterways and then down into our systems.
We'll never stop floods from happening, but the game is actually to reduce the impact of the flow, keeping the topsoil out of the waterways.
Sediment also impacts infrastructure. So if you look at the Port of Brisbane and what their asset is, it's ships coming in and out.
So we're required to keep a maximum depth between the bottom of the ship and the bottom of the ocean. As the sediment fills in the channels, we get a reduction in that depth and therefore the shipping becomes unsafe.
And there's an economic impact there because you've got to continuously dredge those channels.
We've seen water quality improvements both at the site, through the river and down into the bay. Additional farming resilience for the farmers up there, and reduction in sediment overall, both at the port and in Moreton Bay.
It's starting to get a groundswell. People are looking at going, I want what they've got.
The health of the Brisbane River is really important to us, so we continue to work on partnerships like this and foster new partnerships.
We're really proud of the work that has been completed in this first chapter, and we're looking forward to working with Healthy Land and Water and the Port of Brisbane on what will be a 15-year project.
The fact that it works is we can actually start to roll projects out around natural restoration at a national scale, which will improve the waterways of Australia long term.